Hello, we made it.
Welcome.
Barely.
Barely. Just, little tech things with the phone sometimes. But we're going to be making these cool braided ribbon cards. So how cool is that? This will be very fun. So twisted ribbon, faux twisted, whatever you want to call it. But we have a whole bunch of these. Okay. It's so good to come on here and have you people here. And of course, let's see, a couple of quick things first. The winner, do you remember Jean Shoot last week sent a whole box of stamp sets for giveaways? This one from last week, which is absolutely stunning, is going to Dawn Sheehan. Dawn, email me your message, your address, or message it on Facebook, and I will send that to you. And because we're so grateful to have rain this week, it's been a long time coming. This is another stamp set from Jean, but I thought, okay, we're going to do this with the umbrellas for rain. I know it's almost October, but we have been so dry.
Some people have too much rain.
I know, trying to even it out, but we are so grateful. We're still below, but not nearly. We're like 4 or 5 inches below, but I know some places, even in Minnesota, they said are like 12 inches below. So I just thought this was perfect. It has some words here like wishing you brighter days. We'll weather this together. Sometimes we all need shelter from the storm. Oh, I love that. I'm here for you. All I need to do is see your name. So comment, share. We love all of that. Anything you do is fabulous. That is wonderful. Okay, so a lot of us are feeling grateful for our rain. That is for sure. And some of us really need it. We need more. And then we have just a couple of little mail here. So let's see. I don't want to turn the camera down yet because our table is so messy. But okay, now we will. Let's see if we can. We'll see if we can do this. I'm just trying to move things off to the side.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I'm going to wait because we weren't here on time today. This is, we were here. We weren't getting things to cooperate. This is the last couple of days for this host code about did Karen, whatever, and the fabulous cards from the leaves. But okay, we have a couple of, it's going to be sunshine here. It's coming out this afternoon. We have a daughter that moved to Duluth last month and she was down here. So we had breakfast with her. So we were really thrilled. Okay, from Vivian Bailey in Maine. Oh, for my mom. Wonderful. Oh, I love that. Love the ladybug and look at the flowers and all kinds of fun paper. She will love that. That is so precious. Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that. We make a special pile to bring out to mom. And here we have, actually, there's one more for mom. So let's do this one too. From Sue Myers. And I thought this is from Ohio. That is so cool. Look, both of these are punch cards. Look how pretty that is with that little daisies punch.
Yep.
And the branches and the vellum.
Silhouette in the back.
That's really a gorgeous layout. That's really fun.
That's kind of a Japanese art.
Yes.
At least
it is that kind of a styling to the whole, and even the circle. It's very much a styling at that, which is really beautiful.
Flower on the inside.
Fun. I shall love that. Cindy Autumn in California, and she is a regular card sender. We just love it. Oh, look at this. I love the big fish popped up and the one up there, and look at the layout with the with the 3 ways. That is beautiful.
Tim
and Karen, love that. September Happy Meal part 2, love it in the heart. That is so awesome. That is an amazing card.
Some of the earlier activities that Karen and I did with her family was fishing.
That's true. That's true. Because my parents, Lake Coronas by Painesville here in Minnesota. Fairly close to Wilmer, so those towns. And Pat Nagy from Missouri. Pat sent the bookmark card that you all just loved last week that we did. So I thought, how fun was that? And look at this cool. She's just a great card sender. That is so wonderful. Oh, love the little inside.
So what you're saying is I can take that, rip that right off and use it.
And make it right. He'll turn it into a bookmark.
Thank you, Pat.
But I want you to notice, do you see how she's done this? Friendship is found in simple things. Now she has stamped it twice. So she stamped in black and then in Cajun craze, and then cut out 2 words in Cajun craze, and one is on their level and one is popped up. Isn't that a cool thing to do with words?
And just look at that. That is so cool.
Oh, little
Must
finishing
be a
touch
stamp.
there. All
Is that
right.
a Stampin' Up! Stamp?
And maybe from the past, but not a current one that I know. So that is very fun. Thank you for sharing. That is the absolute best thing you can do.
Anyone
for us.
know how to make an acorn whistle?
You do, but you don't have one to show us.
I
do you?
know, I don't.
Oh, you'll have to get one so you can share your talents, because we like to have a little talent show with Tim. and
it's not with it. It's not with the nut. It's with the shell.
Okay. We'll work on that. If anyone else does, let us know. If you grabbed, I missed doing that. So I said, and more of you are sharing. That is absolutely wonderful.
Doing
it wasn't something that was just part of my childhood.
So, oh my goodness.
Who has made these before? I always love to know that. And of course, this is what's going to be in the Back Porch Stampers. We want to see your version. We're just doing the really simple version today. There are a million other things we can do to expand on this, and we might do that sometime in All Good Cards Club. That's where I love to take ideas and go much deeper. But today we are just doing these fun little strips. And the thing that's fun, I mean, we're doing 2 inches by 5.5, but you could do 2 inches by 5. You could do 1 3/4. You could play around. So like I love to say, measurements, I give them, because some of you want to do them precisely as I'm showing, but I love to say they're all for playing around with.
I thought you were going to say, I give them and I take them.
Okay. Marilyn says she made corn whistles when she was a kid many years ago, but she doesn't remember how anymore. So that's very fun. This is another great scrap card. So we all have lots of scraps. Doesn't this look watercolor? Leave it there for now. I don't know how many we're actually going to make. So I have a bunch of these out. So oh, wonderful. Some of you made them before. Some of you haven't really. Sure. That's good right there. So this will be fun. And as we all like to say, all things old become new again too. So it doesn't matter if you've made them or not. You're going to have fun making them again, because we love to see what everyone does with the same idea. So the supplies I asked you to bring today, it was just a base card, and then 2.5 inch by 5.5 inch, and then a 2 1/4 by 5.5. So these are all 5.5. We're doing the whole length. And I love when I'm working on a card, like I knew I wanted to do these. And the first thing I do is I go to my bits and pieces box to see what kinds of things I already have cut out that I can do things with. And this stunning paper, just telling you right now, this is what we're using for the card kits for October. So you'll be seeing those shortly. So these are the pieces we have. And then Heidi, we're so glad to have you from down under. I said, we just love that we're a worldwide community. LeVar is making apple pies today. Whoa. Oh boy, is that a sign of fall.
What are the measurements again? 2.5? It's hard to remember all those things. Do you care?
I don't care. Does anyone care? I don't know. Does anyone want Tim to write it down? Sure. Let's just say 2 by 5.5. Because then we're just going a little bigger. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this into the camera here without.
Okay, 2 by 5.5.
So I want you to see. Nope. You're going to have to excuse my moving this around, but I wanted you to see this part. This is what we're going to do with our 2 by 5.5. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to just make little pencil marks. And what's really cool, you aren't going to see these. So I don't need to even worry about erasing this. I'm going to make them every inch. Then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. I think I can tell what they are. Otherwise, I could move this around. But if they're way off, I'll just blame trying to see. Okay. Now, how cool is that? Here's my pattern. Ginger says it would be nice to have just one box of bits and pieces. Yes, and they do tend to grow, don't they? I think it is so hilarious. Okay, people like that you wrote that, Tim. So Tim is here at your service. Yeah. So anything you can think of that he can do, it would be he would be glad to do it.
Tim, go do the dishes. Okay.
So now I'm using 1/2 inch pieces here, and I think I have 6. Oh, it's in the tutorial how many you need, but you'll see these are at 6 inches long because I just had them. I'm going to cut some from scratch to show you, but they could be 5 inches long. So do them from your scrap box. It doesn't matter. These are way, way longer than I need. The important thing is here, I'm going to do it on this because it won't stick down here. And, you know, I've said before, I love having 2 of these. This one is going to be right off to the side here.
You know the old saying about T's are crossed and I's are dotted?
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily true for Karen. We're just kind of winging it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to find the significance.
Well,
you would think Tim and I would understand each other really well by now, but that's not always the case. Okay. So on this card, I made the lighter color. So this is just this gorgeous paper. And these colors are, it's a Calypso Coral and Berry Burst. This one I had Berry Burst on the top. Well, I think I'm going to leave it. The reason I did it was because this was already going with the background. I thought it'd fade in. So, but it really isn't going to matter.
I remember doing this one time.
Oh, well, see, we might have. Things come back. I'm going to do this. And I personally love being very non-fussy about things. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just sticking this in the middle. I'm doing it on a silicone sheet so nothing will connect. And this is what's cool. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to just cover the tick mark right there and right there. Okay. So that's why we're not going to, and then I can go up here and do this one. And see, these are plenty long. But isn't this cool? So if I just do that, and you know, it doesn't need to be perfect. So you can also kind of be eyeballing. If anything gets a little off, just go with it and fix it. It's all good. And then let's see, then I'd like a couple shorter ones. So here I'm going to do an end and an end. Cut this in, tear this in half. Because let's see, I want to do.
Well, that's a big gap.
Yeah, because I'm glad you got that, Tim, because I was thinking the same thing. Okay, I'm eyeballing.
Boy, that's okay.
Okay, we can make do. So how cool is that? And then, all right. Okay, who's doing this with it? I always say do papers you don't care about. This is just to have the idea because it really brings back your memories. I was going to say, I hope I have more of these or we're going to, oh, I do. Okay, they're just hiding on me here. So now I'm going to take the red color. So it's going to look like ribbon that's folding over and so it's two-sided ribbon. So now I'm going to just go right in the middle of those two and right in the middle of those. I don't know, Tim, does this look fun to you to do?
It does, but I'm still not sure. Okay.
Well, I'll get the next one started, then we'll have to do it.
From there to there.
Okay. Yeah, so it just looks equal from there. And then we'll do another one, and then we'll do a couple, the cut one. Okay. Yes, you can do the cut one. You can do anything you want. So, okay. Okay, so you're going to kind of, so it's going to go in between those and then eyeball down. Yep. Okay, that's good. And then up here, I'm going to go in between those and eyeball there.
Wow. So
how cool is that? Not sure how you're lining up the pencil marks. I'll go over it again. The pencil marks are just right under here. That's just to eyeball. So, but I'm putting my paper, I mean, it wouldn't matter. I'll show it again the next time. Here's why I'm using my silicone mat. Now, if you're really bold and brave, you also could just run your tape right down here and lay this over, and then you wouldn't have the sticky part. But look at this, Tim. Isn't this cool? This is why we want our silicone mat.
It is.
We just pull all that off. Isn't that cool?
Now, what do we do?
Christine said she's trying to do it. She's still cutting. Okay, then we're just going to cut off the edges.
Huh. I thought you'd fold them in the back. That'd be too thick.
It'd be thick, but you could do it as a dimensional kind of card. I mean, you could, I'm going to let you pick up all the bits and pieces that fall.
All right.
And if this doesn't get straight enough, I just use my paper trimmer at the end to cut it all straight. We'll do it totally from scratch here next. So this was to give an idea here. Oh, we just like to make a mess, you know. And I am using sticky scissors. This is an old scissors that Snapping up used to, but any scissors you don't care about. I would not use my ribbon scissors for this. Your ribbon scissors, you want to keep like a ribbon or something tied around it so it doesn't get used for things like this. And then we're going to see how it looks.
Now I'm supposed to make something with this? Is this what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, that's right. You can. How cool is that? So if I'm not happy with how this goes, I would just trim it up more. But then you can see this is the same size, but it's just a 1/4 inch bigger. So and we're going to go ahead and live with it. Usually I do trim them up because I'm a little fussy about that. But if I were using real ribbon, you could try, but I think it'd be hard to wrap it around the back. If I were using real ribbon, I think I would be cutting it off, gluing it down and cutting it off. But you try it and tell us. That's the best way of all. Doesn't this look like ribbon? And see, you're going to see here that it's not totally even at the bottom, and that is totally fine. I am actually going to attach it first. Now, I prefer my chopper. Okay, my paper here has a little, it was in the sun a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. The edges are a little, but I decided it was variegated like the paper.
Yes.
Do you guys ever do that? You know, your cardstock, if it's in the sun at all.
I don't know if most people would even notice that.
Yeah, they might not, but I figured it went with this card anyway. I'll still live with it. And then you can see I'm going to just trim this off. Let's see if this trimmer, I usually use my other. Let's see if this one works. It worked okay. My other one works better. My chopper one.
It didn't work that well.
It didn't work that well. So then it's telling me I should have cut this before I put it on. Okay, but we'll live with it. And then we're just going to put that on. How cool is that? And add some gems. Now, how fun.
It's so easy.
Ginger said she already has a bunch of strips in her stash. Oh, that's great.
So you just cut the green leaves off the bottom, or is that?
Oh, this one on the paper. Oh, Tim, you're good at noticing. This was one that was down in the corner of the paper because I want to use all of them. So this one didn't have all of the leaves on it.
Yeah.
So they're both cut from the same paper. And you get, I think, like about a dozen of these in a paper pack. And yes, there is a little bit of fussy cutting in next month's pack, but I don't mind fussy cutting these at all. And so see, I saved this one.
Yes.
Because I won't send one of you the ones with cut. Okay. Okay, there goes. Let's do one from scratch here. So, okay, I have my pieces here.
From scratch?
Well, I mean, from cutting the paper and everything.
Okay.
So here's my accent piece. I like to start with that, and then I'm working from there.
So it's not from scratch. If that's already done.
Right, but I'm going to cut the paper. I'm going to cut the paper from scratch. Since Amanda said she was fussy cutting those flowers out last night. Oh, see, that's what I like to do.
But were you watching TV?
Were you watching TV? I bet you were. Maybe. So
I can't rely on Karen for clarification. Now, what did they just say? You think I'm paying attention?
No, that is my standard response. And he still keeps asking. Yeah, my little paper strips in there from before. Let me get that out. Okay. So I'm cutting 1/2 inch strips, and that's why I'm just leaving these at 6 inches. I could cut them off, at 5, but I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So this is what you want to do. You want to move your paper this way. Whoa, they didn't move together. But instead of trying to go like a 1/2 inch here, that's a whole lot harder. It's much easier to just move. So now I'm cutting it 5 inches.
4.5.
Yep. And then we'll go to 4.5. I'm trying to get them to slide together. That's pretty good. And 4. So we'll get a bunch of, I'm having trouble getting them to slide together. They don't want to slide. And we'll just do, we'll do 2 more. 3.5, which means I'm going to stop this at 3. So I would get 2 of these out of these pieces of paper. So that's good to know. Okay. So here are my pieces. Heidi says she's got so many paper scraps, but she has a feeling she'll be cutting more just for this project. Isn't that the truth? See what I'm doing. You're right. I'm working. I think that is so funny. So I just took my accent piece and then I picked my colors from there. So these are from 2 different paper packs, but I just really loved. This is from the gingham, and then this is from the in colors.
Are they directional? Not really.
No, they really aren't. Okay, so do you want to mark?
Oh, now this is a big one.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it a different way.
Okay.
Karen was kind of eyeballing it.
I was. Okay.
So what am I, how many inches?
1 inch.
1 inch. So
1 inch. Okay.
So
I got to get this a little straighter. Okay. 1 inch is right there.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 inches.
Yeah. He's more of a perfectionist. Can you believe that?
3 inches. 4 inches. 5 inches.
Okay.
Now,
So is
now
everyone
this
getting
is how
that?
you do it.
Okay.
You go over
Okay.
here.
Okay. So here is, according to Tim.
Well, this is so much more accurate.
Yes, that's true. Accuracy counts. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Whoops.
Whoops.
You're not helping. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5.
Okay. So now you see your
Yes.
pencil marks. And now we're going to put this. Now I could mix these up, but we're going to do them just the same. I'm going to pick the parts. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. And then we're going to start with, okay, when I look at this, I'm going to put my base color below because you see so much more of the base color. That's how my mind was going. I don't know if there's any. Well, on this, I could use either side, Tim. Which side would you like to use? Should we use? Oh, I guess I haven't made one. So I said it's not like.
I like the gingham. I like whatever that is.
This one?
No. What you got down there?
This one.
Oh, I see.
Because then I have to flip them over. So see, you do
Oh.
want an opinion in here. Okay.
I'm sorry.
There wasn't
an opinion.
there wasn't a right answer.
Trying to make it easy for you.
So if I put the first one down, now this is the trick. You could put this anywhere you want it. I am liking to use just, do you see that, Tim, where I'm just kind of using the
Yep.
tops of these?
Yep.
They're going to be covered, but it gives me
Yep.
a good
yes.
eyeball. So this is just where you are using it. Do you want to do some? We'll just alternate and see if
Okay.
we can do this. Joan says she has tons of scraps, but never what she wants at the moment. Isn't that the truth? Oh, I love that. It looks complicated, Elaine. I know, but it isn't. And I said, that's what's just so fun. So see, is it, Tim?
No, I can actually do it
Okay.
myself.
Okay, here's another one
No,
for you.
You can do it. Keep doing it.
Okay.
We're going to be here all day if I do.
And then we'll do, let's see, do I have one more of these or did I not cut quite enough? Oh, if I didn't cut enough, watch what we're going to do. We're going to just, oh, okay, this one needs to have a little more. Oh, see, we can wing it with anything. Oh, no, we're good because this is the one I was going to do the mix with. Okay, so that goes off there. And this one goes up there.
Good.
And then we're on to these.
Okay, now do I get a choice? No,
I don't think the hearts
No,
are gonna.
no, they're
I
not.
think they look too
I
busy.
agree.
So I thought the other one was a choice. But I think this, you could do just like patchwork quilts. You could do all kinds of things in your scrap box too. So I'm doing them so it looks like a double-sided ribbon. But experiment because we would love to see all kinds of different ideas. And now it's easy to figure out which one because see that doesn't go deep enough. You want it to kind of go like that. Does that make sense
Okay,
visually?
so you want
So we're going from one, skipping one to
and we're
there.
top of this to the top of that.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm filling in the spaces, but that's how we just look to just make sure that those look right. And then after you do the first one, and I like to do a more of a center one first, then after that, it's just lining them up and just continuing the process. And you can always just
Okay,
kind of
now we
be,
want one more
visually
big
there.
one up there.
oh, here they are. I was going to say, I know I had them here. Yep.
No. Oh, yeah.
And so I'll need one longer one to go right in there. Someone was saying the other day that they really appreciate that we do so many, over and over, and I love doing this too, because you just kind of see a variety of ideas. Oh, you're going to do the last one, the finishing
Yes.
touch. Yes, strips also work for sunburst cards. You're right, Laura. That's a great thing.
Okay, you do it. I can't figure out.
Okay, the top and the bottom are a little trickier because
Yeah,
you
they
can see they're going to go in here, and then this is just going to be eyeballed
Okay.
because there isn't an exact.
Yes.
Okay, and then we can peel it off.
Okay.
And cut these off again. You clean this is the putziest part right here. And now if my papers were a little shorter, it might be a little easier, but whatever.
Tim's catching them all.
Yes, how about that? I'm not too into paper saving today, so we're just kind of using whatever strips we have.
I talked to a lot of retired men. I don't think anyone has as good of a retirement job as I do. Seriously. Making
You're
crafts,
happy with this, yes.
Making crafts on TV with a bunch of
Being
women
a ham.
watching. Oh,
No, he's living the good life. So you guys, just so you know that.
I am living the good life.
Yes, I'll show you again where to, because we'll be doing another one. So if you've missed anything, keep watching. And of course, at the end, you can come back and watch all over again. And the project sheet should be up on my blog tonight. Look how cool this is. Okay, now on some of the cards, I did not even put a layer on. So I'm going to look at this. So this would be without the layer. And this one, I like the layer, but I'm going to show you a couple without because I have some, of course, that are already done. But this is a new one. We didn't do this one yet. So I'm going to put this one on. And I'm going to just hand cut it at the end if it doesn't work. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. As I can see a little bit here. And go ahead and.
These are just extras?
Oh, here I should be using a sharper scissors, I think. Those are just extras. Yep.
Okay. I see your scissors right over there.
So if I put this on. And then, Tim, I'll let you put this part on. I thought, and we're going to see how this card turns out. Okay. Oh, the silicone mat is, and you can even see why I have two of them. You could also just lay down some plastic and stuff, but oh my goodness, I use these for so many things.
This doesn't need to be separate. This is good.
It can be wherever you want it to be. And I think that's a really fun card. And then we can add some more gems to that if we like. Look at that.
That's very nice.
Isn't that cool?
That's
Let's
so cool.
do.
Now, could we do something with these? Let's do something.
Yes, we do something on the inside.
Let's do it.
I don't have the inside piece, but we will.
Oh,
But see, just a perfect little.
Can you just leave it green, or you want to put?
I was going to put white in here, but I guess I didn't forget that. But I was even thinking it'd be fun to do a top and bottom, or a side and side, and then you write in between.
Yeah.
So that's what you do with any leftovers. Is perfect. Okay, so we're going to set that one aside. That will be finished later. And let's do one more. We'll do one more from scratch here that I haven't done either. And again, I'm starting with my cute little accent piece. And on this one, oh, the centerpiece, put it on a wobbler. Oh, Catherine, that is a good idea. I love those wobbler cards. Now, this is a 12 by 12. And so
especially the cupcake, that would be really good on a wobbler.
Yes, it would. Here, I can just measure in here. I just want to go a ½ inch. So I said, look how easy this is. And I'm just going to do this, Tim, and we're just going to tear off what we need. Okay. So, and then I'm going to go in for another ½ inch.
This paper?
No, I'm not. Because see, I'm making doubles here.
Oh, I see. I got it.
So see, I'm just going to do 3 ½ inch strips out of here.
And turn it into 6.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. There it is.
So there, because we're just trying to do things a little differently. And of course, starting with this guy, then I picked these 2 papers. And then I picked these 2 colors, the same colors in here, of course. Mm-hmm. This, instead of bringing up my scoring thing, I'm going to show again, because I'm going with the grain, I can fold it like this.
Can you?
And I can do this.
And you can look at it and tell where the grain is?
All the grain means anywhere this way I could turn it. This way, do you feel the difference? This way you couldn't fold it.
Oh.
So going with the grain is this way. Yeah. So see, I could do that. I could do that too. All right. On the top strips, where am I placing them? Mine are so wonky. Okay, we'll cover that this time. So that's perfect. We're going to tear these apart in half since we don't
Goodness, that
care.
was
We're just being
random.
okay. So I would like my blue, I think, to be the light blue. But I love that these are both. Oh, and this does remind me of a kind of a quilt pattern, doesn't it, with the ribbon? I mean, I think it's just kind of a cool. Okay, Tim, am I missing? Did these not cut through? Did I not cut through too?
Yeah, I thought you did.
Oh, I might have not moved the whole thing, and you guys probably saw it, but I have a couple left over here because I was going to make one of these before and I ran out of time. So I thought we'll just make it live. Okay, Jan's gonna make one when she gets home again. So I said, this is pretty fun. Okay, so we're taking these and now I need my white piece. So we are doing the 1 inch.
We'll do it your way or my way.
We're gonna go for speed. Okay.
Yours way.
Whose way would that be? And I'm making these bigger this time, my lines, just to make sure you can all see them.
Oh.
I wouldn't make them this big when I'm doing them because this gives me a little. Where does that one go? Here?
No. No, yeah.
Yeah, it does. That is too funny.
See?
Okay, then this is going on the mat. And then I will start in the middle. Run these. And on the silicone mat, see how I went off here on purpose? But when I pull this up, there's nothing there, and this will just come right off. So it's not making anything sticky and messy. So I could pick anything I want. I could go on the top here. This time, let's go on the top. Because, this isn't going to be exacting, but I'll go on the top because I made these so long that just in case. Do I want them to go? Yeah, I want them to go just like that, right? I'm going to see how that works. And now, then I'm going to do this one. So I'm doing two things. I'm going on the top of those, but I'm also keeping an eye on if they look good together. Because I would err in how they look good together if my measuring is off. And then I'm just going to keep, so that's going to go right on top, and that's going to go right on top.
Right on top. I think at the top part of that.
Yeah, before I did them on the top part of that. It doesn't matter where they're going. It's just your visual aid to help you figure out where they're going. If that makes sense. And then.
So right on the top of the line.
Yes. So when we do the bottoms.
Well, we're there.
Yeah, we kind of are, aren't we? I'm going to put a little more there. I'm going to go do the top of there just like I've done the others. And then I'm eyeballing. This last one. And actually, it's going to be that corner is going to be the top. But I'm more concerned about eyeballing and just seeing if these look right. So the same when I come up here. So those aren't as exact. And it doesn't matter if things are a little off, So up here, I'm going to go right over that. And it's going to be the same thing. I'm eyeballing with that. Does that look good?
Yep.
Okay. And then we'll come back and go the other way. Oh, I can't imagine all the beautiful cards we're going to see. And I have more cards to show you here when we've got this part done. And then I'm going to just pick anywhere to start. I'm going to go.
Are you doing the middle again, or are you doing the edge?
I'm going this way. And am I going? Isn't it weird how you can wonder yourself? Yeah, it's up this way.
I think it is.
Is that weird, you guys? Somehow you can just kind of look at things. But you know what? You could try it another way, and maybe we'll discover some new patterns. Because who says a twisted ribbon has to twist the way the original one did? And you can see I'm just putting between this white and this white. So I'm covering. And this is how all the pencil lines are getting covered anyway. So you could use a pen. You could use anything. And then this is going to go right up here to cover that. And right up there to cover that. And then we have a couple of ends.
Whoop. I was going to tell you.
Yep. So on this one, I'm going to go from this way, but you can see we're going to cover from that part. And then I'm just looking to line it up with that. So it's going to go right there. It's just totally a visual. And that's why we wouldn't want to start with the top, because then you're kind of creating. But when we're filling in the gaps like that, I think that that's pretty fun. Does that make sense? And I know some people go back and watch my videos when they're ready to make, and then they pause or they put it on slow motion. So, and do know that the project sheet, Narsh will get that up this evening, since she works in a whole different time zone. And since I am never planned ahead enough, I got to do it this side because I can't tell where I'm going to have everything all done. I am really a fly by the seat of my pants. Yeah, I know it's going to be interesting.
Okay, we're going to guess.
Okay, I think our paper could probably be 4 inches looking at this, but it's whatever you have in your scrap box. I think it's just lovely because we can use up those scraps. Okay, and then this one.
She's wrestling with all this
tape
on there.
Silence is so hard when you're on live because I keep thinking I should be answering questions, but that would require me to stop cutting and look at some things.
Karen, you can cut.
How cool is that?
You can cut and talk at the same time. I can't. Can you pick that up and put it in my hand?
Oh, yes. We don't want to have that missing piece.
Thank you.
So now how look this is, and we're going to how look this is. Okay. So here is, now, Tim, this one I actually like without. Oh, you know what? I'm going to.
I'll be right back.
Okay. He's not here, so he's not going to decide. Do you see how we could do this with? And that maybe still sets it off, but look how pretty it looks without this too. Without this one. What do you think, Tim? I think this looks really good without the blue. I think that stands out. Or do you like this better?
Okay.
You can decide.
It's really weird that I always have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I like it with this.
Okay, we're going to do it with. So we're going to add that on. And then we'll look at some more cards. See, some of you going without, some are going with. There is a lot of blue in the mini catalog.
Karen actually tends to trust my opinion.
I do, because it'll be a good spur of the moment opinion. That's what I'm looking for. Now, this is a little wiggly because it's my, I don't know how, you guys, I don't change anything when that happens. It's so weird. This is a little squiggly, and I'm leaving it because I like it kind of has that hand done look. But I'm going to come to the back and
maybe there's
try to cut that off.
Artificial intelligence that's editing this as it goes.
Maybe this is not a very sharp scissors.
Well,
I can
yours is
tell.
right there.
Oh,
right
I know it
underneath
is.
It's got the orange ball on it, right underneath. Underneath. Keep going.
Here. This one's good.
Oh, no.
This one's good. This is my ribbon scissors, so I'm going against my own better judgment. And how can you tell it's my ribbon scissors, Tim?
Because it's got a ribbon on it.
That's right. I don't know that worked either, but we're going to live with it. Okay. It's good. See, I'll just put that side toward the bottom because then I can take my chop and dice and clean it up more if I want. Okay. And then we have this guy. I just think these make such
chop and dice sounds
beautiful
like a name
cards.
that one person just accidentally gave something at one time and it stuck.
Well, I like to say chop and dice because it makes me sound like a cook.
Are you that person?
No, but it makes it sound like a cook, like I chop and dice the carrots, and I really don't. Okay, here we go. So it's just the okay. We're gonna put that on. Now, how cool is this?
It is so cool.
Okay. Now we're going to look at some more because I figure that's enough. We can come back and watch that. I'm going to slide this stuff off so we can see. Love, love, love this card. I love is it the Winter Meadow paper? Look how soft that is, the little trees.
Yeah.
It's very subtle, but I think it just sets off the colors here of
even compared to this one, it's just much more subtle. I like it though.
Do you see something wrong with this card, Jim? Do you see the size? You guys, do you want to turn it over? I just caught this now. I did not look at this. It was a bad scoring day in my house. So this is now, I didn't notice. I picked it up and thought, what is on the back? And then I realized it was my scoring. So this is going to need a little adjusting, and it's going to be a little narrower card. But how fun is that? It could be just a little surprise, so that's why they look a little off. But I just love both of those.
That's the European measurements.
Yeah, we're going to pretend. And then look at this one. When I put Noel on here because this is those Christmas papers, but one side isn't Christmas. This would not need to be Christmas. This would be cute with anything fun, like a birthday card. So again, it could be anything, just bright. So this one again is just really, really bright colors. Oh, I'd love to hear what your favorite
saying
are.
that that's Christmas or that's Christmas?
This is Christmas paper, but see the stars are kind of Christmassy. And the foot sides are very Christmassy. They're
Okay.
like Christmas trees.
I think you just change
lights.
the word and use. I don't think that.
No, this does not look Christmassy.
No.
And I did that on purpose because I wanted to
Okay.
show we could do Christmas or non-Christmas, or this could easily be.
So where did you get these dark letters?
It's in a stamp set.
It is.
Yeah, isn't
I
that
like
pretty?
it.
So, and I
Yeah.
thought this is just really a lovely, beautiful kind of Christmas card. Gail says she's glad to see experienced crafters make mistakes. Okay, here's one of my
Who's
favorites.
she talking about?
It must be you, Tim, I think.
No, she's talking about you.
I think this is stunning. And look how this is one of your favorite things that you always notice.
Mhm.
To see how that is gone through the embossing folder on the cover. And then we have the gorgeous star here. And look at that
I love that.
paper with metallics. I think this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas card.
Did you make that?
Yep.
It's nice. I like
Yep.
the offsetting bling there too. That's really, really nice.
And then I have one more. I guess so. We have 6. So see, then we oh no, we have 7. I can't count either, but other than that, then we'd love to know what's your favorite. This one, and this was the first one I made, and I actually was glad I remembered. I was cleaning out the table and I saw this one because I totally forgotten. But I love the softness
Mhm.
again, and this would be just a lovely sympathy card or any winter kind of occasion. And again, these are soft colors. We've got the little trees
Upside down. Does that matter?
Oh, it is. And you know what? You know what's interesting, Tim? They're consistently upside down.
Yes. they
So
are.
I did them all the right way. Okay. Little card surgery. Oh, this is even. Okay. This is really funny. I guess I never even actually really put this on. I think I put the wrong thing on and then I'm going to attach it. So it needs one more layer. Does that please you more?
It much.
Okay.
There's-
Translucent floral, yes, is this new paper. This is what
See,
the
I
card
didn't
kits would be
even,
about. So,
wouldn't even consider
but I
that
thought
as
this is
my
fun too with the
favorite if it
trees.
was upside down.
no, okay. So look, these are 7. And now, of course, you're going to see a ton. You guys will want to.
Can I say
Yes,
something?
let's hear what Tim's favorite is. Has anyone been saying there? Translucent floral, star in the cupcake, stars.
Mostly
okay,
because-
those are yours. Yep.
Mostly just because they're bold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what a fun section this is. So we're actually going to be gone next week. We're gonna be in
Florida.
For a few days. So I will be putting up some kind of a video next week, but we will not be doing a live. But there will be some things. So keep following us and watch what we're going to do.
I'm going to be hanging out by Space Mountain.
Yeah. And we're going to be in Orlando, and I know we're hoping to see a few of you. So that will be very fun. So thanks, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions. This is going to be a new month starting, but we're around here until Monday. So thanks for watching. Oh, and make sure you're on our list and then come join the Backport Stampers so you get all the details I had. Yes, Lori, I got a message from you. Let's meet for coffee. That's great. So if anyone else is right, we are not renting a car and going anywhere. We're just going to be there.
You have to come
for
to
a few
us.
days. So anyone who wants to come to us, that we would love to have coffee. So we're setting that. So enjoy. We appreciate you guys. Have a good weekend.
Goodbye.